A federal appeals court on Tuesday extended the temporary injunction preventing Texas from implementing SB 4, the controversial bill that would allow the state to arrest migrants suspected of crossing the border illegally. SB 4 makes illegally crossing the border into Texas a misdemeanor state crime. Illegal entry in the U.S. is already prohibited by federal law and is enforced by the federal government through the Department of Homeland Security, who operates Customs and Border Patrol. The law would allow state officials, including law enforcement, arrest migrants if they are suspected of entering the Texas illegally. It would also allow local Texas judges to issue orders demanding migrants return to an unspecified foreign country, after making a determination that probable cause exists for arrest for an offense, under SB 4. Critics have compared Texas's law to Arizona's controversial immigration law passed in 2010, which allowed local police in the state to demand immigration status documentation without a warrant. However, the Supreme Court invalidated the law in 2012, deciding in Arizona v. U.S. that the law's provisions unconstitutionally overrode federal authority in enforcing immigration laws. Texas passed SB 4 in November, and Governor Greg Abbott quickly signed the bill into law in December. However, a district court judge issued an injunction in February blocking Texas from enforcing it, only days from when it was set to go into effect on March 5. Texas appealed the decision, and 2 days later the Fifth Circuit Court reversed the lower court's decision. The Biden administration and civil rights groups including the ACLU quickly appealed the decision further to the Supreme Court, who upheld the appeals court's ruling and briefly allowed the law to go into effect on March 19. But Texas's legal victory was short-lived after another panel of judges on the Fifth Circuit Court issued another injunction after considering another emergency petition. In his dissenting opinion, Oldham argued that Texas had to enforce the law due to non-enforcement of federal laws from federal authorities. The Supremacy Clause did not apply because DHS abandoned large swaths of the purportedly occupied field of policing the border. According to Oldham, federal law requires DHS to remove illegal migrants and detain migrants who intend to apply for asylum. Nowhere did Congress authorize DHS to disregard those duties and release millions of unauthorized aliens who have not yet been deemed admissible, the judge wrote. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas has consistently defended his department's policies at the border, telling the House Judiciary Committee in July, "Our approach to managing the border securely and humanely, even within our fundamentally broken immigration system, is working," and cited a decrease in unlawful entries at the southern border. However, CBP still recorded a staggering 2